In the past decade, drivers were reluctant to adopt electric vehicles due to several reasons. One of these reasons was range anxiety. Drivers were afraid of getting stuck in the middle of a trip after their EVs ran out of energy. Knowing these, car makers tried to find solutions to the problem. It was a multi-prong approach, but mostly centers on battery capacity and charging infrastructure. As a result, EVs can return a range that is more than they need for a daily trip. Since customers see range as a purchase factor, car makers started to let the public know how far their EVs can travel in a single charge. Now, deeply invested into the EV game, Mercedes-Benz has unveiled a new concept that outlines its goal of building the most desirable EVs in the world. This concept doesn't just tackle EV range, but also efficient energy consumption. To show that it works, Mercedes had the Vision EQXX drive in the real world, traveling more than 621 miles in the process. Recently, the concept broke that record by hypermilling a distance of around 746 miles. Hey guys, welcome back to iCar, and in this video we bring to you the newest Mercedes prototype, the EQXX. This concept tackles EV range along with efficient energy consumption. Has Mercedes smashed it out of the park with this one? Watch the full video to find out. But before we start, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content on cars, supercars, concepts, prototypes, and more. Now, before wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. The EQXX is a compact four-door coupe model that looks more like a spaceship than a car. While it looks like a large vehicle, it actually isn't. It has a wheelbase that's comparable to the current C-Class sedan, but it takes a new styling that is far more attractive and sleeker than the questionably styled EQS Electric S-Class. The EQXX features a new face, unlike any other Mercedes before it. The front-end design is flush, and it features an LED light bar like most modern EVs. The sleek, contoured headlamps have also been designed to look like the three-pointed star. Additionally, the Mercedes badge is placed on top of the hood rather than on the grille, because naturally there isn't one. The car gets flush door handles and 20-inch lightweight magnesium alloy wheels with a flush wheel cover. To give it the teardrop aerodynamically efficient shape, the EQXX gets a long tail design that puts the McLaren 675 LT to shame. We reckon the best viewing angle of the EQXX is from the rear. Mercedes engineered the Vision EQXX to deliver optimal efficiency. This starts with its electric drive unit consisting of the electric motor, transmission, and power electronics. Developed together with the F1 specialists at HPP, this 241 horsepower electric drive unit is compact and lightweight. Power loss is minimal, with the wheels getting around 95% of the energy from the battery. The Vision EQXX is also the first Mercedes to employ a new battery, boasting energy density of almost 400 Wh/I, and particularly high operating voltage of more than 900 volts. Since the concept's electric drivetrain generates little waste heat, it needs mostly passive cooling. In fact, the cooling plate in the underbody employs airflow for cooling. The EQXX's thermal management system, featuring aero shutters, coolant valves, and pumps, is also extremely small and lightweight. In addition, the Vision EQXX benefits from the recovery of braking energy via a process called recuperation. Interestingly, the car comes with a fixed solar roof, which 117 solar cells feed the 12-volt battery. This battery supply power to auxiliary components such as the navigation system. Nevertheless, Mercedes has to somehow test whether all the things it did with the Vision EQXX translates to real-world efficiency and longer range. The carmaker has already estimated the Vision EQXX as able to reach 621 miles in a single charge. To prove it can travel over such distance, Mercedes sent the concept to Hypermile in the real world. Thus, the Vision EQXX embarked on a journey on the roads of Europe in April 2022. The Vision EQXX completed the trip in various weather conditions, driving at regular road speeds. It engaged in a prolonged fast-lane cruising on the German Autobahn, up to 86 miles per hour, and traveling near the speed limit elsewhere. It arrived in Cassis with the battery's state of charge at around 15%, which is equivalent to a remaining range of around 62 miles. But 621 miles wasn't enough for the Mercedes Vision EQXX, so the carmaker set another drive in June. This time, though, Mercedes chose a route through Germany to the United Kingdom. This route profile varied greatly from the April drive when the Vision EQXX had to deal with lower temperatures, demanding energy usage, and recuperation scenarios on the Alps. The Vision EQXX now faced summer temperatures, up to 30 degrees Celsius, increased traffic density around Stuttgart and in the southeast of England. The Vision EQXX commenced its second journey from Stuttgart. It crossed the French border near Strasbourg and proceeded to Calais, France, where the concept boarded the Eurotunnel. Now in the UK, the Vision EQXX took the M25 around London before stopping at the Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix in Brackley. It then proceeded to Silverstone, where special guest driver Nick de Vries drove it for 11 laps on the iconic British racetrack. Making the most of the occasion, he completed 11 laps using the last of his charge on the pit lane. Overall, the Vision EQXX traveled 746 miles. The Vision EQXX proved more efficient in the summer than in the spring. In the first drive, its average consumption was 8.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. In the second trip, the Vision EQXX was averaging 8.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Mercedes attributed this more efficient drive to several factors. For instance, high ambient temperatures and stop-and-go freeway traffic allowed the electric drivetrain and passenger cabin to cool down. The cooling system was on demand, and the air condition only operational in over 8 hours of the 14 hours and 30 minutes of driving time. Interestingly, the Vision EQXX, following a refresh and full recharge in, still managed to take part in the famous hill climb at the Goodwood Festival of Speed.